Good morning, everybody. Today I'm gonna make some ribs. I got a couple people coming over, so I'm gonna put together my rub, throw these things on the grill. It's 10 o'clock right now. I'm gonna try to get them on by noon, and then have them done, ready to eat by 5 or 6. We'll see how it goes. Make our rub with 2 racks of ribs. So we're gonna go 1.5 cups brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of curry. Do 1/4 cup of onion powder, 1/4 cup of garlic powder, do 1/4 cup of ground cumin, we'll do 1/4 cup of paprika. You can use the smoked paprika, you can use the regular, whatever you like. Spoonful of turmeric, we'll do 1 spoonful of salt. We got our rub ingredients all put together. We're just going to take them in the bag, try to work them out. But we got the majority of the clumps out. This puppy, pretty good. We got a good amount of rub. Probably going to be way too much for just 2 racks. First thing we're going to do, like always, take our still white vinegar, just throw a little bit on that meat. It off. It'll make your life easy with the silver skin. Just run your fork in there and then get your thumb all the way through to the other side. Only thing is, if you tear it, it's gonna run that tear just like tape or something, and you're gonna have to pick the rest of it off. For binder, I'm going to be using mayonnaise today. There's not very much in there, so I'm just going to scoop it straight out and throw it right on the meat. Now, if you are using the Ziploc bag method like me, you could either transfer this into a shaker and just shake your rub out on top of it. I'm going to show you another way, or you can just keep it in the Ziploc. You don't have to worry about it. Use that 1/4 cup scooper. Dash it out on top. While these are tacking up, I like to rest them in the fridge. Put it in the baking sheet because it will start to sweat a little bit, get moisture out. If I were to leave them on the cutting board, my cutting board has a little exit port right here for juice, and it would get all in the bottom of my fridge. Ask me how I know about that. I'll put them right on the smoker, rib side down. We're cooking at 245. And this should go for about 3 hours. All right, now we're gonna start on a glaze. I got these Mardi Gras pears. I'm gonna cut 4 of these up. I really like using pears because I like the way it tastes. It's also something that you don't always, it's not a flavor that you always find really prevalent with barbecue. I don't know why that is, because I really like them. Also gonna throw 1 nectarine in there. 1 cup of apple cider. 1/4 cup of honey. Thing in there. We got our nectarine, 3 pears, 1/4 cup of honey, 1 cup of apple cider. I'm gonna put this on the stove on medium heat and bring it to a boil. All right, we got our glaze simmering right now. We're gonna let it sit there, simmer for about 30-45 minutes. It starts thickening up, and then we'll go ahead and get all the bad stuff out and strain it. Now that we got our glaze cooked down, about 30 minutes in, we just use one of these potato smashers and kind of puree up our fruits we got in there. I'm just gonna make sure everything is cooked down to mush. We cooked off a lot of the juice from the apple cider, and then next we're gonna strain it. Now we got our glaze good to go. We'll put it right into the strainer. Transfer it over. Man, it smells so good. It's like a pie filling. We're gonna take a big spoon. And just work everything down and out. Try to get all the good stuff that we can in there. We got about all the juice extracted. We just mashed it through our strainer. And we got our glaze right there. Beautiful, delicious. Now, if you guys wanted to, you could go ahead and skin your pear, skin your nectarine, and then puree it at the end if you want it to be a little bit thicker. But once that cools down, that's going to be a really nice consistency that we can just paint right on the ribs. Now, let me make you a pie or something like that. Now we got our beautiful glaze in the bowl. We're just going to let this cool down, throw it in the fridge, and let it thicken up. We still got a couple hours on the ribs anyway, so we got plenty of time to let this cool down and turn into a nice thick glaze. If you want it even thicker, you could add some more honey or mix it with your favorite barbecue sauce. All right, we got our ribs out there. We're spraying them every 30 minutes. Now we got them 190 internal. We're gonna throw them right on the foil and wrap them up. We got our glaze good to go, nice and thick now. Time to go paint these bad boys up, let them tack up, and pull them off. All right, we got them on there, pulled them off the foil. We're just gonna liberally paint them with our glaze. And we're gonna let that tack up about 15 minutes, and then we'll come back and pull them off. Got our ribs glazed up, just pulled them off the smoker. Looking good. We're gonna let them rest for an hour, and then they'll be ready to cut. We got our ribs done. We're gonna give them the little test, the bend but not break test. That's where it's at right there. We got our second rack cut. Smoke ring on the top. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you didn't learn anything at all, you're an expert. Perfect ribs, just the way I like them. You guys can modify this a little bit if you want to try a different glaze, if you want to just tack it up with some barbecue sauce. If you don't like the fruit flavors, if you want to add a little bit more heat to it, you can. This way I like it. Let me know what you guys think about it. Cheers.